Astra. I see a tower. Deep in the ruins. It is vast. Impossibly tall. There may be answers there.
Alright, Space McConaughey. I am Couch Scoop, and we're going to be looking at that new update that we got for Returnal Ascension, I want to say. I am supposed to be on a break, but I cannot resist looking at this because it's bloody online co-op, can you believe? One of the hardest, loneliest, difficult modern roguelites of all time, and a PlayStation 5 exclusive, has now gone online with an amazing co-op mode. And guys, spoilers, it's brilliant. It does completely change the dynamic of the game. We are looking at real-time load-ins here. And notice that I'm rank 1, so you have this ranking system and there's a progress wall on that damn tower. So that's going to have to come another time. We're just going to look at the standard levels.
Astra, there's the gateway.
When I say progress wall for the Ascension tower itself, it's just that winch. That's like boss 3, I think. I haven't applied myself to Returnal since opening up the Crimson Wastes because it was just such a floodgate getting past that first boss that I'm still really enjoying that level. This test is also with a random, not with someone I'm communicating with, which would be bloody handy because there's some weird stuff coming up. Those lifts are 1 in, 1 out. And you're tethered. The tethering system is not as strict as Arcs. It doesn't like completely ruin your game, but it will say to you, you need to be teleporting out of here to get back to the host. The minimap sort of goes this strange orange colour, and you get this like prompt come up. Completely blueballed me with the combat as well. We went through like 3 rooms, nothing was appearing, and I was like, oh god, what's going on? And I'm also really interested in whether they've implemented any scaling, because this is clearly separate from the main game, because I'm having to re-rank again and do the first boss again, I know, but there is some good news on that front. Here's one of the shockers. The items are not shared, so it is first come, first serve with a lot of the drops. Now this goes for the guns as well, so decisions have to be made, communication is needed, because Big Chunky took a brilliant weapon from right in front of me. I wasn't going for it myself, I was looking at it and wanted to see what the mechanics were on that front, and bang, picked it up, gone, lessons learned. But it's cool because there won't be some crazy duplication, and that will increase the communication level because you've got to work out who would prefer what. Also, that melee only turret, that took 2 whacks instead of the standard 1. So that is the first bit of scaling I've seen, and looking back on my playthrough now, there's only one other thing that came up that made me think, is this a lot harder than the standard level if you were to go in on your own? And the answer to that is no. If one of you or the host finds like a loot cave or a secret drop, you'll both get pulled into it, which is pretty cool. It's a bit disruptive, black screen, all of a sudden you're dropping into a chamber, but that works because you're going to get exactly what they get. But remember, it's a free-for-all with all of the stuff that's in these rooms. The same actually goes for the shop as well. You do not share the income, and that is a 1 in, 1 out. You might have to wait till someone uses that. I think the lifts and using the various elements within the environment one at a time might get changed a bit. Here's the stolen Hollow Seeker incident, and of course Big Chungus didn't actually use the correct pickup button. He meleeed it first of all, which gave me a window to pick it up. I was like, let's just see what happens. Let's see if it stays there and I can get it as well. But no, it's 1 in, 1 out with the weapons. But I got given, or found rather, amazing piece of gear that I'd never seen before in any runs. I'm probably, 100, maybe 90 hours into the game. It was a brand new gun that I hadn't had before. It's going to come up in a bit, hopefully not too spoilery, but it kind of rocked my world, and I took it to Thrike, and that brings me on to the next change. So the boss attack pattern, particularly for Thrike, I don't know if this is to do with me being a low scout level, but it's just the same as it would be on a single player. What that means is you get massive windows to deal damage. One of the distracting things about fighting this guy on your own is that you're constantly avoiding the attacks and not concentrating on delivering a lot of firepower in his direction. Because someone else is sometimes taking the attention, you just really get to deliver loads of damage. It's changed a lot up and made it ridiculously easy. We should have not have gotten this far down because I was just on a muckabout, but it felt pretty different, and I don't don't know how I feel about wasting 6 months trying to do this on my own and then some random coming in and us almost killing him.
Support needed.
Let's talk really quickly about the revive system. It's on triangle and it is timed. You need to make sure that you've got a window of opportunity to do it, and of course you will take damage. It is not an immune window, so crikey, it is difficult, especially in a boss fight, and poor old Big Chingas just missed his window. To finish up, we do have some different console simulation stats and online leaderboards with the scout ranking system and finding out different information on some of what I think could be newer weapons. I should really have read the patch notes in detail, but this is what I like doing with this sort of stuff, is playing it without doing that and then seeing what I feel has really changed. There's been nothing much on the performance front with the game, and that hasn't been mentioned in this recent update, but it's really cool to have some more back-end statistics about how you're getting on with the game and to see what else is going on with other players. What a brilliant update. Gran Turismo 7, what the hell are you doing? I've been Couch Cube.